First of all, I would like to thank all of you for working with me as far as pushing everything out, like the yard sale and the bulk pickup and the branch pickup and all of that. And I'd also like to thank my staff for really being team players and stepping up to the plate and helping me with everything. And with that said, I know we all talked about what we're going to do, for Kevin. We don't have to decide that tonight, of course. But I have a little something else that I want to show you guys. So, Rebecca, our tax collector, and I were so moved at Kevin's funeral about how many stories that were being told, and people coming up to me and just telling me different situations where Kevin was just an amazing hero, quite frankly. And we came up with this idea that we were going to put up on the website if anybody wants to submit. Normally, you just pass these around, this is great. If anybody wants to submit their story, because after speaking to Kevin's two daughters and wife, one of their, of course, with any death, is like having his grandchildren know who he really was. So we figured if we could help in that effort, we would collect each story and maybe put it into, I'm sure you guys are all familiar with those snap books, I can't remember the name of it, of course. But it's just basically a picture book that will tell all the stories. So I was going to put it on the website so that our community could participate, and I was also going to send this flyer to all of the mutual aid companies and all of the fire companies and rescue squad companies that Kevin was a colleague of. So, but I wanted you all to know what I was thinking. And if you guys will approve tonight, I will do that tomorrow and get that started.
Sounds like a great idea. We all have stories from Kevin for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is something that the family, that Michelle and the girls all.
I already discussed it with Michelle. Yeah, I didn't want to present it in public to all of you without her approval. So, yes.
Sounds great.
Just a question. I know that on Facebook there's been some great tribute videos going around. Like, will you put any of them on our page? I think that would be.
I would love to do that. That was on my list for that. Especially tonight, yesterday, I think it was the one that the actual funeral that was just released. I took a lot of videos that day. I was taking videos of them bringing him home. And then, throughout the whole day, the jail funeral, of course. We can do that.
Yeah, anything you can do with that, because I know a lot of us aren't necessarily on Facebook.
Yeah, so it's putting on it, yeah, exactly.
Several presidents reached out to me, and they were talking about getting an old house. So many plans, so many toys that we want to honor, and his legacy really with this, with Borough and the broader community. Some people talk about naming the playground after him and other things like that. So I just wanted to put that on the record that that's what people were talking about, and I don't know what the process is to make that happen. Is it determined by council, or is this subcommittee? How do we do that?
So honestly, you have to be very careful with that because the park itself is already named after a person. So
Two people.
Right. Yeah. So you don't want to negate that. So it has been thrown around about naming the playground separately after him, and Michelle also brought that in. I also brought that in. I think they love that. But honestly, the thing that they all really were focused on was doing something for him at the firehouse. Like, either, some kind, not, a plaque, or, you ever see those statues, the bronze statues of a fireman, something like that, put near that big bell that they have. Something like that in his honor.
I know a big part of his life was art. He also was big volunteer. I'm curious if there would be more of a volunteer and fire focused statue we could do for that.
It's something we all have to think about, yes, we could do something.
I think it would be a good idea to perhaps appoint an ad hoc committee of, including Michelle and stuff. And maybe the council, people in the community, to kind of come together and find out what, because I really want to do what the family wants to do.
Yeah.
And something that also is sustainable and reflective in the community that we can take care of, that we can maintain. So that might be a good idea to get maybe 4 or 5 people together.
I was speaking to Michelle about it, and, you know, she was willing to do it, and also, Al Ross and Corey, would like to be a part of that, so.
And maybe someone from our group, you
Yeah.
know, is opposed to it.
Yeah, exactly. And then you guys also have to, you know, set a price tag on it, honestly, you have to come up with a budget for it, which, you know, Bill might come up on, so.
I think we should vote on anything there, all right?
No, I just wanted, you know, to discuss the,
Why don't we have some more concrete ideas for
Yeah,
next
yeah.
meeting? And perhaps, Jim, we can talk about maybe the budget, potential budget, the structure for, you know, getting people together to decide on what we're gonna do. And then obviously we have all that